Alright, so welcome guys to our next episode. This is a new live stream lesson for you guys. It's 4 o'clock, so we begin a new lesson. I'm super happy to see you all here. Alright, so today's topic is about time. Of course, there are two ways to express your time. The first one is to say the time the way it is. If you have the time set on 16:05, you can just say it's 16:05, alright? Or it's 3:59, it's 4:11, okay? It's a very simple method to express the time. The second way of saying time is a little different. In Russian we say it like that. Без 15:06, 20 минут восьмого, 10 час, and so on. So how do we express the second way? Let's find out. Okay, so let's turn to our... Oh, wait a second. I'll close Telegram here. This is how our lesson looks like. Let me check if you can hear me well. Yes, you can. Alright. So, this is how our lesson looks like. Well, yeah, I know you can't see well, so I'll turn to a bigger picture a little later. First, we will talk about how to express time. We will also meet some special cases for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and 45 minutes. We will study parts of the day. Next, we will study time expressions. We will study other expressions also related to time, and practice, of course. Can't go anywhere without practice, right? So, let me make my microphone a little louder right here, so I guess you can hear me better, or even much better right now. So, let's begin. First, what we do is take 1 hour. 1 hour has 60 minutes, right? If we divide 60, divide means to divide, right? To break into 2 or several parts. Alright, so we break 60 minutes into 2 parts, and we get 30 minutes, okay? So that means if this picture represents the whole hour and it's broken down on 2 sections. The section number 1 is the right part, which is called past. The second part is called to. Okay? So, let me specify that the first right part on my screen, right part goes from 0 minutes till 29 minutes. Okay? 29 minutes. From 0 minutes till 29 minutes. The second part goes from 31 minutes till 59 minutes. Okay? So we have 2 parts here. Alright. So this is how we express the time here. As you can see, we have fast. And you can also see the formula for our green part, which is the first part, right? So how does the formula sound? Okay, that sounds like that. You begin with it's, again, you want to express the time, right? So it starts with it's x minutes. X means we don't know how many minutes. We can say 10, 15, whatever. It's x minutes past 2. 2 is the current hour. It's represented right here, the current hour. So what time it is? What time is it? Well, it's 2 o'clock right now, right? Current hour. And again, the formula is it's x minutes past 2. Example, it's 10 minutes past 2. So we get this time. Very simple. In Russian, it sounds like this formula translates in Russian like that. Прошло, past, это после, прошло определенное количество минут после вот этого часа. So if we have 2 o'clock and we add 10 minutes, we say that these 10 minutes passed 2 o'clock, right? As you can see, we have brackets. Let me see it here. We have brackets right here in our example. That means brackets means optional. Optional means if you want, you can go this way. If you don't want it, you cannot go this way. Okay? So, it has 2 ways of pronunciation, to be honest. The first one, it's 10 minutes past 2, or it's 10 past 2. Okay, so the second way is shorter, and it's mostly used in common conversations or in speech, right? Oh, what time is it? Well, it's past 2. Wait, it's 10 past 2, okay? It's 10 past 2 or 15 past 2, whatever. Good. I hope you have no questions about this formula. If you do have, I will read your comments below there. So let's move on to our left formula right here. So this formula says 2, okay? Well, let's read the formula. It's x minutes to 3. 3 is the next hour. Okay, right. So the current hour is 2, the next hour is 3, right? Example, it's 10 minutes to 3. And that's the time, 2:15. So what does 2 mean? In Russian, 2 means осталось до. Okay? So if past это прошло после, 2 means осталось до. Okay? So when our time, our minute vector это стрелка. Вот так пишется vector. So when our minute vector goes past 30 minutes, проходит за 30 минут, we need to remember math, right? We need to do the math. So that means if we have 60 minutes in our hour, in 1 hour, and the time is, let's say, 3:48, it's clear to understand that we have 12 minutes left until 4 o'clock. Is that clear? I hope it is. So what I did math. I took away 48 from 60, okay? 48. So I got 12. That's it. Okay, so the same goes for this word minutes. It's optional, you can use it, or if you prefer to say it fast, you may drop it. Drop, уронить, опустить, right? You can skip or drop. Skip or drop the word minutes. So the second example of this expression would be it's 10 to 3. Без 10, 3. Okay? I hope it's clear. It's kind of simple, very simple. Well, as you can see, we have 45 case, 15 case, and 30 case. Let's meet with 15 case. Okay? So the special case, 15 minutes. Well, actually, if we divide 60 on 15, we get 4. But 4, okay, well, 4 part of something, fourth, четвертое. Fourth part of something is called quarter. Четвертая часть чего-либо называется четвертью, alright? So quarter means четверть. That's why, to be shorter and not to say 15 minutes, we just say quarter, alright? So, the special case for 15 minutes will sound like that. And that's the formula. Quarter past 2, the current hour. Example. It's quarter past 2. 2:15. Okay? Okay, I hope it's clear. Let's meet with the second case, which is 45 minutes. As we understand, 45 minutes is when we have a quarter to the next hour, right? So 60 minus 45, we get 15, or 1/4. But this quarter is somewhere here, right? That's why we have 15 minutes to the next hour, and we say quarter to. Let's say it. Quarter to 3 to the next hour. So example, it's quarter to 3, right? It's quarter to 3. Sometimes they say it's a quarter to 3. Okay, it's possible to sound like that. It will be kind of same. Okay, this is spoken English, and in spoken English they say it's quarter. And again, you can also say it's a quarter. It's fine. Okay. because quarter is basically a noun, and you need to have an article here. But sometimes, only sometimes, we say a quarter, usually quarter. Alright, so again, it's 2:45, без 15:03. Okay, that's it. Very simple, right? I do hope that you understood these two cases, this 15 minutes case and 45 minutes case. Let's move on to our 30 minutes case. Well, 30 is basically a half, right? Half an hour. Absolutely clear. Because if we divide 60 on 2, we get 30. 30 is just a half, alright? Половина. Half это половина. So we say half past 2. That means current hour. We always take current hour when we say about half, okay? Example, it's 2:30. Половина третьего. Even though in English we say 2:30, in Russian it would sound like половина после двух, right? But we don't really say it like that. We don't really talk like that. We say пол третьего, right? So in this case, you need not to be confused. Okay? In English you say half past the current hour. In Russian we say половина третьего. That means the next hour. Alright, I hope that's clear. If you guys have no questions, I can see no comments here, so you have no questions, I guess. Well, let's move on next. In the next section, we have parts of the day. Части дня. Alright? So how do we express it? Well, let's see. First, morning. Morning is from midnight. This is called midnight. Morning is from midnight till midday. This is called midday. Полночь, полдень, right? Or sometimes you can say noon, okay? That's also possible. So, I know that if it's like 3 a.m., right? 3 a.m., it's like night, right? Even in Russian we say 3 часа ночи. I know, but in English they would probably say it's 3 in the morning. Or this time, pay attention, this time they would say it's 2 in the morning, okay? So basically morning starts from midnight and ends at the midday, okay? But to be super honest, they count morning, real morning, from the sunrise. Sunrise это рассвет. So morning counts from sunrise always, okay? Well, next we have afternoon, обед. Well, afternoon goes for from 12 o'clock till 6 o'clock, okay? In the evening, so we say afternoon. Next time, evening goes from 6 p.m. and usually till bedtime, okay? So our bedtime is about 11 o'clock. That's why I would say it lasts till 11 o'clock, okay? Nice. And what happens at night? Night is from sunset till sunrise. Sunset это закат, sunrise рассвет. So this dark part of the day is called night. That's why we have two cases, especially at these times. You can say, don't call me at night. Don't call me at night. Не звони мне ночью. I would understand that he or she means that it's not good to call after this time, after evening, right? After evening till the sun rise, from about this time, okay? It's not a good idea to call anyone at this time, even in the morning. It's called early morning, 6 o'clock. It's very early. So anyways, well, again, if you are talking about this time, it's usually morning, but sometimes you can relate this to night, okay? It's also possible. Well, this time, 12 o'clock, is called noon or midday, okay? Mid stands for middle, это середина. So, midday or noon, полдень, это 12 часов. Or midnight, it's 24 o'clock. I'm not sure if it's okay to say 24 o'clock, but for you to understand, okay? For you to understand, midnight. Okay, I hope that's clear. They are the parts of the day, okay? Well, to sum up, you guys need to understand that we kind of feel it. It's approximately like in Russian language. If we call somebody at 4 a.m. and it's getting lighter, светлеет, it's probably morning, right? So same morning time. Or if it's very late and it's still dark, it could be night, okay? So it's like relate this the same way how you relate this to Russian language, okay? It'll be fine. So next part of our lesson is time expressions. Time expressions. Expression — это выражение. So if you want to say something about what you do утром, okay, wait, let me start from Russian. Если мы хотим выразить что-то, что мы делаем утром, мы используем выражение in the morning. Okay, so in the morning. It can also relate to our time. As I said before, what time is it? Well, it's 2 in the morning. It's 2 in the morning, то есть 2 часа утром. Хотя это по-нашему ночь, 2 часа ночи. Okay, next. В обед, in the afternoon. Guys, please don't forget about the article here. In the afternoon, alright? Вечером, in the evening. Ночью, at night. Okay? Well, some other information for you. When you say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, they mean a little different meanings. Okay, they have a little different meanings. When you say good morning, it sounds like доброго утра. Okay, you wish them kind of have a good morning, right? Good afternoon, the same. Доброго дня. Good evening, доброго вечера. And good night, this expression is used when you say goodbye. Okay, when you say goodbye at playtime, you say good night and you leave for home or for somewhere else. Okay, make sure to use them correctly. So next, в 12 часов, at this exact time, you say at noon or at 12. Okay, let's meet at 12. Okay, no problem. And 24 hours or midnight, right? This is called midnight. When you do something at this exact time, you say at midnight. Okay, so for example, it's good to switch off your Wi-Fi at midnight, okay, to sleep better. I hope that's clear. Let's move on to our next part of the lesson, which is other expressions. Well, sometimes in Russian we say 10 час или уже 9 час, пора спать, 11 час, right? So how do we express this in English? First, we need to understand how it sounds like in Russian. 10 час, на самом деле, это в значении прошло неизвестное или не обязательное к озвучиванию количество минут после, в данном случае, 9 часа. Right? То есть 10 час, но это может быть 9, 15, 9, 13, да? 13-15 минут, 10 минут. То есть это уже 10 час. That's why, since we do not know, or it doesn't matter how many minutes passed, okay? See, неизвестное количество минут. If we don't know it, we don't say it, okay? So, it's past 9. This is how we express that in English. If we knew, если бы мы знали, if we knew how many minutes, like 10 minutes, we would say it's 10 past 9, right? But since we don't know that, we just don't say it. It's past 9, 10 час. Alright, another case could be почти 10 часов. Слово почти будет almost, поэтому мы выражаем через вот это слово, right? And we say it's almost 10. Also fine. Well, expression поздно sounds like it's late. Okay, it's late. Если мы хотим добавить слишком поздно, мы добавляем слово too перед нашим прилагательным и говорим it's too late, слишком поздно. You can also relate this to some actions. For example, if you asked somebody for help, right? And this guy lasted this help for a bit long, right? Let's say for a week. And then he comes to you and says, well, I'm ready to help. You can say, well, mate, it's too late. I don't need your help anymore, right? Too late. So don't be too late, guys. Next, rana. Rana, it's early. Pronunciation again, early. Early. For those who have British pronunciation and if you guys are watching this stream, you should sound like early without R. Again, Americans, early. British, early. Okay, that's good. Next case is when we say in Russian вовремя. Okay, вовремя. It has two cases, two ways to express this phrase, okay? So we can say you are on time, ты вовремя. But on time means ровно в указанное время. So it usually relates to trains, okay? Trains usually leave on time, okay? They don't wait for anyone else, right? They leave on the certain time, on the exact time. And again, if we are waiting for somebody, or let's take another example. Let's imagine that there's a guy who is going to school, right? So the lesson at school starts at 9 o'clock in the morning, usually, right? And if he knocks the door and enters the class at 9 o'clock, so his teacher might say to him, well, you're just on time, okay? Well, the next case when we can use this expression вовремя is in time. We can replace it with in preposition. In time means немножко раньше указанного времени. So it's always good to be in time for somewhere, right? So if your lesson starts at 9 o'clock, it's good to be in the class at 8:50 or at 10 to 9, okay? 8:50 or 10 to 9. That's what we started, alright? Well, I hope that's clear. And you have no questions about that? Yeah. Okay, let's now practice it and then we'll finish. Okay? So, let's begin our practice. Well, I hope, yes, you saw that. Okay, fine. So, let me just show you the best way. Alright, let's begin our practice. How do I express this time? It's 3 o'clock. By the way, I'm sorry I forgot to mention about this. As you can see, right here on the top we have 2 o'clock. So when we have a round hour, like 2 o'clock with no minutes, we just say this number plus the word o'clock. Okay? That's how you say it. Alright, let's now move to our practice again. So what time is it again? It's 3 o'clock, right? You can also specify the time by saying a part of the day. So here are 2 cases you can say this time. It's 3 o'clock or it's, I'm trying to write the number. Okay, it's not a good idea. Okay, let's write the number itself. It's 3 in the guess what? Afternoon. Alright, so 2 ways. It's 3 o'clock. So if we are outside and we can see that this is absolutely clear that it's like daytime, okay, we can say it's 3 o'clock and I would understand that it's 3 in the afternoon, okay? Or if somebody's sleeping and he wakes up or she wakes up at this time and asks, what time is it? I can say, well, that's 3 in the afternoon, right? It's a bit late for you to wake up. Right, so next time is this time. How do you say this? Check yourself. So you say that it's midday, okay? It's midday or it's noon, okay? It's noon, or you can also say it's 12 o'clock. If you guessed right, clap to yourself. Next time, 17:30. 17:30. Well, 30 means half, right? Just a moment. I wanna talk to you about 5 minutes rule. Okay, I'll talk to you about this in this section. Okay, just for me to remind you. Okay, let's get back. 17:30. 30 means half. For half, we use the past words. Alright, so it relates to our right part of an hour. So we say it's 5:30. Okay, if you guessed right, that's good. Next, we have 2020. Well, 2020, we are on the first part of an hour, right? Between 0 minutes and 29 minutes. It's somewhere at 20 minutes. So we say it's 20 minutes past 8. Or we can skip the word minutes and say it's 20 past 8. Next, 13:21. Well, let me explain a 5-minute rule right here. So usually we do this in Russian as well. We usually round это округлять. We usually round our time till it can be divided in 5. Alright? So let me explain that by showing an example. If we have the time, let's say 23 minutes, okay? We don't really say it's 23 past 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. We don't really say it like that. We round it by 5, okay? So it's close to 25, so we say it's 25 past 1 or 2, okay? Or if we have 22 minutes, we usually round this to less and we say about 20. So what happens is we say it's 20 past 1 or 2, okay? We don't really say 22, 21, 23, no, okay? So 5-minute rule, keep in mind. So this time, this exact time, exact means точный. This exact time sounds like 25. Okay, it's 21 minutes past 1. Okay, it's 21 minutes past 1. But if we round this time, we can say it's 20 past 1, which would sound more authentic, right? It sounds better. Next, 17:15. So 15 means quarter, remember? Quarter. So what happens here, we say it's 5:15. Okay, it's 5:15. Next time, 11:11. That's my favorite time. I call them lucky 11s. My favorite, seriously. So, lucky 11s. So, this is how we express this time. We round our 11 minutes to 10 minutes, right? So, what happens is we say it's 10 past 11. Okay, it's 10 past 11. Next, next is 2:15. Again, 15 is a quarter, right? So we say it's 2:15. Okay, it's 2:15. Next time, 9:10. Here should be a 0. Okay, it's not it. This time sounds like it's 10 past 9. Okay, it's 10 past 9. We don't really say minutes if we want to sound like a little faster or something, right? Because when we speak, we're speaking too fast and we don't really have time or a wish to say the word minutes, so we say it's 10 past 9. Get used to this. Next word, next time is 18:15, and if we count this, if we do the math, we get 10 minutes to the next hour, and the next hour is, well, 18 is 6 o'clock. The next hour is 7 o'clock, right? So we say it's 10 minutes to 7. 10 минут осталось до 7, без 10:07, alright? So 18:50 would sound like it's 10 to 7. Next time, 20 to 30. Okay, so 30 is a half, and we say it's 10:30. Okay, next word, guess what? That's midnight, right? It's midnight. So next word, very interesting. Well, this is 3 o'clock. Okay, 3 o'clock. But 3 o'clock can be in the morning or in the afternoon, right? In this case, we have 0 here. That means it's very early morning, almost night, right? So we should say it's 3 in the morning. It's 3 in the morning, alright? This is how you say it. Next, 16, we say it 4 o'clock. And again, 4 o'clock can be in the morning, in a very early morning, or in the afternoon. So to specify the time, by the way, the word specify means уточнять. So to specify this time, we say it's 4 in the afternoon, right? Or if you're outside again, and it's obvious means очевидно, and it's obvious that it's like daytime, you can just say it's 4 o'clock. It'll be clear. So it's 4 o'clock or it's 4 in the afternoon. Next, 23. Guess what we're doing? We round this time and we get 25, right? So we say it's 25 past 11. Next, 10:45. Well, if we do the math, we understand that we have only 15 minutes left before the next hour. And our next hour is 11 o'clock. So we say it's quarter to 11. It's quarter to 11. Okay. Next time is 12:40. So let's do the math again and understand that we have 20 minutes to the next hour. So we say it's 20 to 1. It's 20 to 1. Okay? It's okay to say that. It's 20 to 1. Next we have it's 5 to 5. Right? 16 means 4 o'clock, but the next hour is 5. So we say it's 5 to 5. Good. Next one, 14:22. Well, around this time we get 20 and we say it's 20 past 2. Let's get faster a little, right? I think it's clear. Next one, 17:17. We're around 17 to 15 and 15 is a quarter. So we say it's quarter past 5. Next, 19:25. It's okay. 5-minute rule is okay here. Alright, so we say it's 25 past 7. Okay, it's 25 past 7. This time it's half past midday. Very important. It's half past midday. Next one. Our interesting time. 00:30. We say it's half past midnight. Okay, it's half past midnight. And last piece of time is 06:15. 15 is a quarter, so we say it's quarter past 6 in the morning, right? To specify the time. Well, that's pretty it. This is a very simple and useful lesson for you guys. I do hope that you understood this. So let me see if I'm at the right, yes, I'm at the right stuff. Alright, so this lesson is finished. I want to say thank you guys for visiting my lessons, and I hope that your English is rising up every day, so you're practicing, you're learning something, you're repeating what you already know, right? And thank you again. See you tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Invite your friends and be on time. On time, or it's better to be in time, to be honest. See ya and cheers.